Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new and improved social media watercooler. My name is Pierre Coupet, and I am the founder and host of Social Media Watercooler. Thank you for being here and for being a part of this social media experience and experiment. And in case you didn't get a chance to hear me last week, you can you can check out the recorded YouTube video of last week's event, which is on our website. All right, for those of you who are just joining us, why don't I talk about the format, of our weekly event. Our event is centered around the following 6 news and discussion segments in chronological order. That's State of the VOMI Union, the first segment, the one where it starts from between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. We have the State of the New Virtual Organization World. Then we have the third segment is all about women in tech and social media. Fourth segment, State of Mars Exploration. Fifth segment, the latest exopolitical news. And the last and final segment, that's extra, hear all about it. But before we get started, I wanted to let you know that today I do have an emergency, which I have to attend to. And therefore, I will be here. We are only going to cover not even a full first segment instead of the VOMI Union segment, but part of it. And then I will have to, we will have to end the today's water cooler session. All right, so why don't we go ahead and move right along. Let me see. The State of the VOMI Union covers the following 14 topics and subtopics. That's VOMI education, VOMI financial aid, VOMI opportunities, and by opportunities, I mean employment opportunities, internship opportunities, joint venture partner opportunities, licensing, and advisory opportunities, and exclusive membership opportunities. So we have quite a number of topics that fall under that segment. Actually, that particular topic. So I would say quite a number of subtopics that fall under the VOMI opportunities topic. And we also have the VOMI Global Think Tank Advisory Board news. Anything that's happening with the board, we'll cover, such as new members. And we have a virtual organization recruiter program that's for a business partner. Virtual organization recruiter opportunities, VOMI Virtual Organization Academy program, and the VOMI Virtual Organization Academy opportunities. So with respect to VOMI education, the topic, VOMI education, today, whether or not you know anything at all about VOMI, I just want to introduce you to VOMI as if you had just come across our website and met us for the very first time. So in a nutshell, VOMI, which stands for Virtual Organization Management Institute, is the world's leading and only 100% virtual educational institute that is strictly focused on the modern virtual organization management discipline that I have founded and pioneered since 1997. Second, we only offer 3 two-year programs which start every year during the fall, beginning the first week of September. So we have the MVOMT, MVORT, and CVOA programs. So why don't I tell you what these acronyms stand for? MVOMT stands for Master Virtual Organization Management Trainer. MVORT stands for Master Virtual Organization Recruitment Trainer. And CVOA stands for Chief Virtual Organization Architect. So these are the 3 programs that we are focused on. So all of these other certificates, 6 weeks or 1 year programs, they are out the door completely. And these 3 two-year programs are offered to graduating high school or secondary school students, as well as independent students under the age of 26. So to get more information about these programs, just click on the education link on the VOMI homepage, which is at virtualorganizationinstitute.com. All right, why don't I go ahead and address some standard frequently asked questions, FAQs, regarding our program. Question number 1. What is a typical profile of a VOMI applicant? Well, number 1, we're looking for very bright, unconventional, and highly motivated graduating high school students who have not yet decided on whether they want to immediately attend a traditional college or vocational school. That's important. And they are strongly considering other unconventional career and educational options prior to enrollment in a traditional college or university. So that's very important. We're not looking for people who want to come in and obtain a degree with us, because we're not a traditional college. We're not a traditional vocational school. So we do not offer any degrees. We only offer these 3 two-year program, only offer a designation, a leadership designation, specifically a virtual organization leadership executive designation. So, and are not yet ready to join the regular workforce to do menial and mediocre work. So let me go back to, I kind of lost my train of thought here for just 1 second. I wanted to focus on the prior to enrollment in a traditional college or university. It is very important, because I don't want anyone to be misled. I don't want anyone to say, oh, I just attended VOMI, I've got my, I just obtained my designation, but I just found out that college XYZ here is not giving me any credit for this 2-year program. Please do not attend VOMI because we are not an accredited educational institution, and we do not want to be. That would be the worst stand on our image, to equate us with a traditional college, or university, or any traditional educational institution, because we want to get away from that, as far as we can. We don't want to be equated. We don't want to be compared, to your traditional, career, your traditional educational institution. So that's very important. We only want people who are interested in the virtual organization management discipline, and that is it. All right, so and yet, okay, are not ready to join the regular workforce to do menial and mediocre work. But we need people who also have an unusually strong interest in wanting to work or learn how to work in a virtual environment. And of course, upon hearing of VOMI, have taken the personal initiative to spend a tremendous amount of time and effort learning about VOMI and our various programs. In other words, we're not interested in chasing you. That's how bold we are, and that's how assured we are. We only want to focus on those who are interested in what we have to offer versus VOMI trying to run after and convince or entice people to come and learn from us. So this particular profile, okay, is very important to us because we want young and aspiring people who want to learn from us, who will then go on to spread the knowledge that they've gained from us with their brethren in the brick and mortar academic world. That's why we said people who want to postpone, That's why I'm very specific. I want to make it very clear. People who are not yet ready, okay, to enroll in a traditional college or university, but we want people, who are traditional college or university bound. So that's very important because they will be our best ambassadors because we want them to eventually go on when they go to college. Then they can go ahead and spread the knowledge that they've gained from us, to their colleagues, to their peers, okay, in the more brick and mortar academic world. So when they go to Harvard, they go to or whatever state college or state university, or even community college in their neighborhood, then they can go ahead and compare for themselves what they've learned from us versus what the brick and mortar academic world is offering them, has to offer. And we believe that in turn, these VOMI alumni will become the best ambassadors of VOMI and the virtual organization management discipline. Because they can tell their colleagues, listen, everything that we're learning here, I hate to say it, it is nowhere near. It is nowhere near, what I've learned, in 2 years, at VOMI. There's absolutely no comparison. All right. So who else, are we targeting for these, for these three programs, the 3 2-year programs? These are college graduates. And you're probably wondering, I know you got a big question mark in your head right now. So why college graduates? They've already gone to college, So such as undergrads, MBAs, and PhDs in the humanities, such as philosophy, history, literature, political science, law, education, psychology, and any of the other soft sciences. We're targeting these college graduates, the young college graduates, by the way, who are drowning in student loans. They got their degree and they found out that there are no jobs for them. So they are unemployed and back to living at home with their parents. So these 3 2-year programs are not designed for professionals. We don't want professionals. Of course, we're not going to kick you out the door. We're not going to reject you outright. But if you are a professional and you want, we will make it extremely difficult for you to join. for the simple reason that it is extremely difficult, to teach an old dog new tricks. That's to use an expression. We're not calling you old dog. So it's extremely difficult, for people to get their minds around something that is new, something that they're not accustomed to, because they're expecting us to be like everyone else. So, and we figure that young minds, okay, are more flexible. They can absorb new ideas, new concepts, uh, much better than than the old than old men like me. All right. So, who are drowning in student loans, unemployed, back to living at home with their parents, or working menial jobs, such as receptionists, secretaries. A lot of them are waiters, waitresses, hostesses at bars, restaurants, nightclubs. Say, what are you doing here? Well, I've got an MBA, but there are no jobs. Or theme parks, nightclub dancers. I can count at all of these. Exotic dancers, retail clerks and associates earning minimum wage, cashiers and food handlers at fast food places like McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Burger King, etc. And you have people that are working commissions only sales job, working in retail department stores, trying to sell furniture. So this is not a fictional list. This list represents actual people that I know of or have encountered over the years who fit one of these profiles. So who else, okay, are we targeting for these three programs, the 3 2-year programs? A young married man or woman whose spouse is the sole breadwinner. That's important. Because we don't want anyone attending our program who is starving, who is having a tough time making ends meet. So if they are a young married couple and one is a sole breadwinner and is a self-sufficient family provider, then the other spouse can be given an opportunity to learn new skills during the next couple of years in order to make a career transition. Maybe the other spouse is a waitress. Maybe she wants something better. Now, I don't want to give anyone the impression that we just expect accepting anyone into these programs, because we do have some very, very strict requirements. And in fact, it's probably easier to be admitted at Harvard than it is to be admitted at VOMI. And you'll understand what I mean by that. Just click on the education link on our website and invest some time to go into all this program. Then you will quickly understand what I am talking about. But there are some basic technical requirements for participating in these programs. Number one, each student must be fully able to operate in a virtual environment. Let me backtrack. Not in just a virtual environment, but in a virtual organization environment. Because that is the environment that they are going to be exposed to. So what are these minimum technical requirements? A late model desktop or laptop PC, with at least a 2 gigahertz processor, and at least, okay, 2 gigabytes RAM. That's very important. Do not plan to participate in this program by using your iPad, because you will not be able to use your iPad for presentation purposes. It is just not practical. Because using your iPad would also require you using Wi-Fi. And we don't want you to be using Wi-Fi when you are making a presentation. And you must also have access to a backup computer. So each student must have access to a backup computer for contingency purposes. In the past, what we found out is that we've had interns and students in the middle, right in the middle of the program, and all of a sudden they said, I can't continue. Our computer got hit, okay, with a nasty virus, and we cannot afford to purchase another computer, and we don't have any backup computer. And of course, here in the United States, it's only the question of going down to your local Best Buy and so on and purchase a $300 computer. But in other parts of the world, that same $300 computer that you can purchase here, just walk in and walk right out, may cost them a couple of thousands of dollars, and it's not that easy for them to do. So we need students who will have access to a backup computer for contingency purposes. As well, we need students who have, with respect to their computer, it must have a high definition webcam with a minimum resolution of 720 pixels. That's 1280 by 720. So that's important. As well, we need students who will have high-speed access to the internet. That's with a minimum upload speed of 5 megabits per second. That's extremely important. And what we've found out is that in a lot of countries, they do not provide that. India is just notorious. It is just unbelievable that such a big country, and yet, okay, that's Indian students, are so disadvantaged because they cannot participate in these video conferences, because all of our sessions, okay, they are conducted via video conference. And that's why we insist on these basic technical requirements for participating in our program. And you have a lot of students, of course, who don't know the difference between upload speed and download speed. So the minimum upload speed of 5 megabits per second is required for the simple reason that that's the only way we can see you. Other than that, okay, you're not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to see your face. Or you will be losing that connection every 3 seconds. All right. And that's why we insist that you do not use Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi is highly unstable. So your computer must be connected directly to your computer's router. Not computer router, but to your internet router, to your modem. All right. Because the majority of the time, our students will be presenting. They will be presenting day and night, just about every minute. To our next topic. Let's go over VOMI financial aid. All students. That's why we don't want professionals. Please do not apply unless you have cash. Even if you do have cash, okay, we'll turn you down. All students who meet our entrance requirements are offered financial aid in the form of VOMI scholarships and student loans. 80% will be of our students, even between 80 and 90%, okay, will be offered scholarships, not student loans. As well, I have some exciting news. That's as far as I can anticipate right now, okay, students, and it doesn't matter where in the world you are, there is no difference. Students whose parents, meaning father and mother, whose parents' annual family income is less than $100,000 or $100,000 or less, okay, will be offered a free 2-year scholarship to attend. That's less, 100,000 or less, okay, combined annual family income. So that should cover quite a few families, okay, around the world. So it's an excellent opportunity for students who want to participate, okay, in these 2-year programs. So why don't we move on to our next topic, okay, which is VOMI opportunities. This month, we just launched a separate website for all virtual organization jobs on the internet. And that separate website, okay, also functions as a career website for VOMI. Since VOMI and our related business partners are the only ones which offer bona fide virtual organization opportunities, then all the virtual organization positions that are listed on there will be ours or in some way related to VOMI. Now, please note that there is a huge difference. Before you start scratching your head and saying, please know that there is a huge difference between virtual jobs, remote jobs, telecommuter jobs, which, by the way, they're all synonymous to each other. They use these terms interchangeably, and virtual organization jobs. So there are a lot of companies out there which claim to be virtual organizations that are in fact, okay, just virtual companies. And they don't really know that there's a huge difference, a humongous difference between a virtual company and a virtual organization. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't want to bore you, and I don't want to start teaching you about the virtual organization management discipline. But in any case, go to virtualorganizationjobs.com for more info. Once you get to virtualorganizationjobs.com, you will notice that we have 3 sales executive positions that are being featured. The first one is a sales execution officer, global virtual. Second one, sales execution leader. And the third one, global CEO summit partner. Well, we have, would like for you to pay close attention to these 3 for those of you who are sales executives. In any case, we do have I want to forewarn you, we do have a very big cleanup job to do with respect to the hundreds of other positions, okay, that are listed on the website. Some of which, okay, need to be either revised. Actually, a lot of them, 90% of them, need to be revised and updated. And in some cases, some of them, there's a 10% which probably need to be deleted completely. And we expect to complete that particular process by the end of March. So hold off on applying for any of the other positions. And just for now, I would say your safe bet are these three positions that you'll see that are being featured at virtualorganizationjobs.com. Please note, you must be the best of the best. So do not apply if you are unsure about your capabilities. Moving on. With respect to virtual organizational internship opportunities, our next topic, there really has been no change, but for those of you who are new to social media Watercooler, I'm going to have to repeat what I repeat every week, which is that VOMI is the world's only provider of virtual organization internships. In no time at all, you are going to become an expert between virtual and virtual organization. You'll notice that I said we are the world's only provider of virtual organization internships, not virtual internships. That's important because there's a big difference. To promising college students anywhere in the world who have a strong interest in learning about virtual organizations and the virtual organization management discipline. We have 44 different virtual organization internships that are offered on a year-round basis. And one of them is bound to match your specific major if you are a college student. And we also intend to move the complete list of virtual organization internship opportunities to the virtualorganizationjobs.com website. Again, being a full-time college student is a must. We get so many applications from all over the world, from professionals, from people who are unemployed, okay? Who are people who have already obtained their degrees for internships. But we will not. You must be a full-time college student. We will not consider full-time employees who are pursuing a degree during the evening or weekend, all college graduates. And of course, that's because it's not possible. That's why, to participate in our internships, if you are a professional who is pursuing a degree during the evening and weekends. All right. Moving on to our next topic, joint venture partner opportunities. So what exactly are we engaged in? I am very pleased to announce the launch of the new Virtual Organization World Project. Since it is a highly classified project, all that I can mention at this point is that the new Virtual Organization World Project is intended to be a prototype, a sort of small-scale model of what we envision the world will look like within the next 50 to 100 years. Of course, I won't be around. I won't be around to see it. But who knows? At the rate that technology is developing, who knows? But in any case, in connection with this endeavor, we are we have formed a consortium called the New Virtual Organization World Consortium, whose primary mission is to develop the blueprint to set the standards and to establish the framework for this small scale model, which will one day be widely used around the world. The New Virtual Organization World Consortium will be, I shouldn't say will be, is designed to be, a gathering place for talent from every spectrum of society, meaning from business, government, academia, public policy, and the nonprofit sectors, who will determine the global architecture and set the universal standards for the new virtual organization world. Obviously, it would have to be in accordance with the virtual organization management discipline. All right, so for social media water cooler newcomers, the January 23rd, 2014 paper titled My Vision of the New Virtual Organization World, which is posted on our blog, the VOMI blog, which is at virtualorganization.net. Be sure to put the www in front of it. And that is the official blueprint for this new world. This is our starting point. So if you want to get an understanding of what this new virtual organization world is all about. So the annual consortium membership fee for global 5,000 companies and governments worldwide. So we want organizations, and we don't just want any organization. We want organizations, who want to have a stake and who want to have a say in the development of these universal standards and specification for this global architecture for this new virtual organization world. So the annual consortium membership fee is $150,000. If a company wants to participate, we want to make sure that all the members are serious, and that's the fee. All right. In terms of opportunities, we have the VOMI Awards projects that we are working on. It is the Academy Awards equivalent for virtual organizations. Again, that's all that we can tell you at this point. So if you are the chairman, CEO, or other member of the executive management team of either Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, what used to be Google, Google Plus, YouTube, even though they're all related, Alphabet, Google Plus, YouTube. So they all fall under the banner of Alphabet. Microsoft, Yahoo, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Alibaba, Sina, Weibo, Tencent, Weibo, Qzone. So if you are an executive at any of these, if you are on the executive management team, I wanted to clarify that a bit, and you would like your organization to be considered as one of the potential major joint venture partners, for this endeavor, just go ahead and shoot me an email to chairman@virtualorganizationinstitute.com, and we can go from there. Please do not contact me through your VPs, secretaries, or assistant. You must contact me directly in order to be considered to be one of our major joint venture partners. In connection, again, same thing, in connection with this endeavor, we are now in the process of forming a related consortium called VOMI Awards Consortium, whose primary mission is to develop the blueprint, set the standards, and establish the framework for this annual Virtual Organization Awards ceremony event. So the annual consortium membership fee for each member organization is $150,000 also. Our next project, next opportunity, joint venture opportunity is our virtual, let me repeat that. I'm eating my words here. That's the Virtual Campus Dormitory Blueprint and Development Project. I want to make a very quick comment about this project. By the time it is completed, I will be let's put it this way. By the time that we will be able to see the results of our effort, the fruits of our labor, it will be 15 years from now. So I'll be 75 years old. So we don't really have much time. I don't have much time. I know some of you are saying, speak for yourself. We're not that old. All right. So the July 22nd, 2013 paper that I've written, it's on our blog at, you should know the address by now, virtualorganization.net, www.virtualorganization.net. So the paper is titled A Paradigm Shift from Public School to Virtual Campus Dormitory. This is the blueprint. It was written on July the 22nd, 2013. So just go on our blog, select the year 2013 and select the month of July, and you'll be able to see it. It provides you with a blueprint of a virtual campus dormitory and why we need one and why we need them in every single nook and cranny, anywhere, everywhere in the world. So do a search on our blog using the keyword virtual campus dormitory, and you will be well on your way on getting a deep understanding of what this is all about. So in connection with this endeavor, we are now in the process, of forming another consortium called Virtual Campus Dormitory Consortium, whose primary mission is to develop the blueprint, set the standards. We already have the blueprint, but we already have the initial blueprint, let's put it that way. And to set the standards and to establish the framework for this virtual campus dormitory, which will be established, which will be developed all over the world. Again, I want to highlight that the annual membership fee for global 5,000 companies and governments who want to have an input in the development of universal standards and specifications for the development of the virtual campus dormitory is $150,000. Before, we were making a distinction between governments, for-profit organizations, and educational institutions and non-profit organizations, but we've decided to not make things complicated. Just one flat fee which is a very small, very reasonable fee for any organization which is serious, okay, which wants to participate. So if you'd like to represent your employer or your government, or any other organization in your country, okay, who would be interested in participate, okay, on this consortium, then send me an email to chairman@virtualorganizationinstitute.com for further details. Next, in terms of joint venture partner opportunities with VOMI, we have the Virtual Residential Community Blueprint and Development Project. Again, if you are a newcomer to social media Watercooler, you can find out about the virtual residential community concept on our blog at, I'm beginning to sound like a broken record, www.virtualorganization.net. And it is in the paper that I had written, which is called My Vision of the New Virtual Organization World. And that was dated back in January the 23rd, 2014. So go on our blog, you can select the year 2014, bam, January, you're there. So my vision of the new virtual organization world goes into detail as to what the virtual residential community is all about. Again, in connection with this endeavor, we are also now in the process of forming a related consortium called Virtual Residential Community Consortium, whose primary mission is to develop the blueprint, set the standards, or to expand on the initial blueprint that we have, to set the standard and to establish the framework for these virtual residential communities, which will be developed all over the world. As I previously mentioned, this consortium, okay, is a very diverse. We want it to be a very diverse and global working group of organizations and other stakeholders who stand to benefit from the success of such projects and want to have a role in shaping its direction and future. Again, the annual consortium membership fee for each member organization, be it governments or nonprofits or educational institutions or these global 5,000 companies, that's $150,000. So if you are aware of any organizations which may have an interest in one or more of these consortiums, put them in touch with me directly. And if you'd like to represent your employer or government or any other organization that you are a part of, okay, on this consortium, as long as you meet, that organization meets our minimum requirements, which is global 5,000 companies, okay, and government, people who have a stake, because they do have products and services that can be incorporated, that will be the standard. All right, so We're running out of time, so why don't we move on? So again, so just send me an email to chairman@virtualorganizationinstitute.com for further details. Next topic, let's talk about licensing opportunities. We have only one exclusive licensing opportunity that we're making available to the right company. And for those of you who are joining us the very first time, here it is. VMI is offering a global license opportunity. That's a virtual organization management consulting license opportunity to a top 10 management consulting firm or equivalent. So if it happens to be a company that's not in the top 10, let's say the number 11. So anything that is borderline, maybe they did not participate in the latest research or in the latest poll that was conducted. But we mean top 10 or equivalent. So companies such as McKinsey, the Boston Consulting Group, Bain and Company, Deloitte Consulting, Accenture, Booz and Company, PwC, Ernst & Young, that's EY Consulting Practice, KPMG, IBM Global Business Services. And we'll also consider, these are the top 10, and we'll also consider any other significant players in the industry. And we may even consider a startup, which is heavily funded. It's rare, but if they have at least, okay, a minimum $100 million of cash reserve available for acquisitions, then I may be open. But for now, we want to deal with established players in the industry. That's why we're saying top 10 management consulting firm. So if any of you have these sort of contacts or are from one of these top 10 organizations, and you are interested or would like some more information, contact me directly at chairman@virtualorganizationinstitute.com. But we also have what we call some non-exclusive licensing opportunities. So we've done a complete overhaul of all existing VMI licensing program and pricing structures effective January, which came into effect January 1st, 2016. So all you have to do is go to the VMI homepage and just click on the licensing menu, and you'll get all the information in the world that you want to find out. But why don't I just give you a very quick highlight here. We have what we call an internal provider's license, and that is strictly for established large enterprises, Forbes Global 2000 companies who are looking to purchase a license to provide our virtual organization leadership executive training, assessment, and certification solution that we offer in partnership with Virtual Organization Recruiter and Virtual Organization Academy. So they are on internal staff. That's why we call it an internal provider's license. So they want to purchase a license to offer our solution, Virtual Organization Leadership Executive Training, Assessment, and Certification solution. Okay, so they are on internal staff. That's important. And the annual license fee for that, we'll go over is $5 million. That's our annual, and it covers, well, you'll have plenty of time to go into the detail. I don't really have time. We're running out of time. We also have our Learning Partners license. This one is for large national and international consultant groups, leadership training providers, people who have a dominant position in their market, okay, in a region. And they basically seek a license to promote, not directly offer. Okay, no one will be able to directly offer any of the solutions, okay, that we provide. But the license, okay, will allow them to promote directly, okay, to their blue chip client base. The virtual organization leadership, executive training, assessment, and certification solution that we offer in partnership with our partners. So this is $1.5 million a year. That's what the license will offer them. And we have all the details, okay, are included in there. These are extremely very lucrative opportunities, by the way, for these organizations. So we call that the Learning Partners license. And then we have the Educational Institutions license. That's for very large and prestigious universities and colleges worldwide who basically want a license to offer one of our solutions, which is that the virtual organization aptitude assessment solution. They want to offer that to their faculty, students, and visitors who come to their website. So they have millions of visitors who frequent their website, and they want to be able to offer the virtual organization aptitude assessment solution, not our virtual organization leadership executive training assessment and certification solution. That's reserved strictly to our internal providers and learning partners and our regional facilitators, which I'm about to cover in the next second. But in any case, the license fee for that is I believe, I should know what it is because I'm the one who set the price. That's $150,000 a year. So we've been very kind, very generous to these educational institutions, to our colleagues in the educational community. And the same goes to our regional facilitators. We have a regional facilitators license that we offer to prominent local or regional consultants and consultant firms who seek a license to offer our virtual organization leadership executive training, assessment, and certification solutions to their clients. Of course, it's only to promote, okay, the service, and these are extremely lucrative licenses. And since they are unique in terms of the solution that we're providing, there's no one else in the world that provides the sort of services, the sort of solutions, okay, that I've just outlined. All right, so moving on. So those are the four licensing, five licensing, in fact, okay, opportunities, okay, that we offer. And again, just go to our homepage, click on licensing, and we're all set. Now, we also offer exclusive membership opportunities. The only, well, why say opportunities? One opportunity. That's the League of Extraordinary Virtual Organization Executives. So I'm very pleased to announce, we've talked about it previously at previous events. So the official launch date of January 1, 2016 was right on schedule. And so we now have formed the League. The official name is League of Extraordinary Virtual Organization Executives. And after a great deal of deliberation, we finally decided to build a separate website for the League. To find out more about the League of Extraordinary Virtual Organization Executives, go to League of Extraordinary VO Executives.com. In a nutshell, members of the League will get to play a primary role and also get to offer their input or provide some input, okay, in the architecture and building of the new virtual organization world. We have a limit of 50 members worldwide, so it's a very small community. You can go to the League's website at leagueofextraordinaryvoexecutives.com for qualification requirements and admission procedures. The annual membership fee, I want to say it right now so that you don't get disappointed and say, oh, shucks, I don't qualify or I can't afford it. It is $150,000 membership fee, annual membership fee. All right, last but not least, okay, we've got about one minute. All right, I'm very pleased. Today this particular topic, my very last topic for today, since I have to leave in a few seconds, in a few minutes. This topic is called VMI Global Think Tank Advisory Board News. I am very pleased to announce the appointment of Vima Dalia Uchana. I guess we'll just make it short and say Vima Uchana as our newest distinguished global ambassador representing Mauritius. For those of you who don't know where Mauritius is, it's a little small island somewhere in the Indian Ocean. I am very pleased to have her on our team, and I'm not sure if she is here with us today. It seems that she wasn't able to join us on the panel, but in any case, I'm very pleased to have her on our team, and we do have on our blog, some background information about Vima. So you're welcome to go take a look and learn a little bit more about Vima. And if you are interested in becoming one of our distinguished global ambassadors, you can go directly to our website. Just send me an email. Send me an email to chairman@ virtualorganizationinstitute.com for more information, and then we'll guide you. We'll send you to the proper channels. But I'm also very pleased to announce the appointment of Nadig Ravi Shankar as our newest distinguished global ambassador representing India. I'm very pleased to have Nadig on our team, and it also seems that he was not able to basically participate to join us on the panel. But you can also find out more about Nadig by going on our blog at, the address, I don't need to tell you, at www.virtualorganization.net, and you'll see a little short biographical info on Nadig and what he brings to the table. And I would like to state, I would like to commend Nadig, for his input already. He's already introduced us, to a number of contacts in India, to some of the organizations, that he is affiliated with, and we're very pleased and thankful and appreciative of that. Well, as I've stated earlier, I do have an emergency engagement, which requires that I cut short today's event and cancel all other segments and topics of discussion. We'll resume our regular show schedule next week. So have an awesome day. Okay, what's left of it.